Welcome, everyone, to the group stage of Minnesota Championship Series. It's going to be Challenger tonight, and alongside me is a great Quesadilla to cast this wonderful match, man. How are you doing?
I am great. Thank you for introducing me. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be stacked. Tonight will be a very interesting night to see where these two Challenger games go towards. I mean, last night, I think we had Rising Star play two of their matches for the group stage. And we saw Rochester Rhythm come out on top with 2 wins last night. But there are so many more things to see today with Challenger League. And I guess we're going to start right off with Bemidji Lumberjacks and Mankato Atlas. Excuse me. And, I mean, what are you thinking on these teams?
Well, you know, Bemidji, they got, you know, as you can see by the title, number 1 in their... Or, sorry, not number 1. No, wait, no, they did auto-qual, didn't they? Yeah, this is group stage.
Yeah.
All right, I'm thinking of playoffs now. This is group stage. They did auto-qual for LAN, so they are that number 1 seed. On the other side, you have Atlas, who had a very tough matchup against my team, actually prevailed. So their confidence has got to be really high. I don't think they had the greatest start in the season, and they improved as the season went on. I mean, they had a hot streak right at the end there, but yeah, I think... Lumberjacks, I predicted my team and them to play in the grand finals. Obviously, it's not possible anymore, but I still have full faith that Lumberjacks can get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this is just a group stage. This is just for placements when it comes to finals at LAN. But both these teams will be fighting as hard as they can to get those high placements, especially from for Atlas, who are trying to prove themselves here against their number 1 seed and their opponent. But it looks like they're all in the match ready to go. So let's get this match underway.
Yeah, we're going to get this one started. Game 1. Game 1 of hopefully 5, but we'll see. Fusion Bleach on the kickoff and has been such an influential effect on his team so far this season. He's a great player and has had a huge impact. PC as well. One of the great players that everyone talks about, but Lumberjacks staring them down. Fusion actually putting that maybe on target, not able to. It's going to be saved away. And PC gets a great clear down for his team.
And I mean, Fusion Bleach has been looking phenomenal throughout the season, especially for his team, as we saw him send a pass across the middle, but was turned away. and we hope to see more of him in this group stage. As he fakes out Trash, looking to turn towards middle, can't quite. DeCarlo ends up getting the save as the Lumberjacks try to get back in net. That shot just barely kept down. Fusion Bleach, he's finally going to break through, and Atlas take the first goal.
Against the run of play, actually, that was such a great save from PC. I mean, knew exactly where his teammate was, and Fusion, he's been such an offensive powerhouse this season, puts that away, no problem. 1-0, not even a minute on the clock.
Right, not even a minute down. And I mean, that's really early scoreline for game one. But so far, Atlas have been looking most comfortable on the attack, but now they're going to have to play a little bit of defense as PC tries to clear it off to the side. But now another pass towards middle, but Fusion, excellent control, able to get it past one and then beat out the second. Trying to get it down towards middle. So far, nothing results of it. Renbu does get the demo, so Trash is going to have to rush back for that. And a little bit of a stalemate here as PC tries to line up Fusion Bleach. But off the post, Stewie is going to put it out to the corner.
And some awkwardness on the side of Bemidji. I mean, they were stuck in their half for at least 30 seconds there. Fusion getting a great touch there. DeCarlo was on the prowl, able to get that ball if he missed on it. Stewie gets a 50 out. Renbo fast to it, and Stewie blocks again. That's going to be downfield for Mankato. DeCarlo getting a touch on it, maybe trying to get one back, tie up the game here. Fusion out to Renbo. That's a great pass. Renbo subbing up from Rising Star as well, so that's going to be interesting to see how that develops. Mean Voltage is the original starting spot for that. Maybe he's playing at lane instead, but Renbo still a very capable player. We can see what he does here. Renbo trying to get a pass to PC. PC going back on defense, but yeah, Bemidji struggling so far.
Yeah, exactly. Bemidji still trying to find the offensive pressure and keep it, as they've been starting to move the ball up past the midfield a little bit more, get a little bit more midfield presence. Trash is going to try to get this middle, but just blocked aside by Fusion. A slight double commit. Now Fusion is last on net. DeCarlo's shot on target, and they're going to tie it up.
That was the moment I was waiting for. DeCarlo showing up in this one. Took half the game, but he does it. He's going to tie up the game. What a beautiful touch off the ceiling. Gets it perfectly. Catches it top right corner. Couldn't have been any better than that. Ties it up for his team, and that's going to be great for them moving forward. You know, if you can get back in game one, maybe you don't start hot right away, but if you can get back in game one, that's huge. You don't have to give the other team wins. You can just take it right away.
And you can argue that Bemidji have been more successful with their results, or excuse me, with their opportunities so far. A little bit more consistent in the scoring department, as they have had only one shot so far, and that was the one goal coming from DeCarlo. Trash trying to take control a little too far, leaves us for DeCarlo instead, who does get the clear off to the side. And Stewie, a great 50, is going to buy a little bit of time, but the missed demo will allow Fusion Bleach to pass it upfield. PC can't quite get the 50, and now the bounce towards middle. Renbo's shot off target, and DeCarlo is going to try to tap this one away.
Doesn't get a Stewie. Opts not to go for that one. That's a free shot for Fusion. Doesn't get the double. Out of boost his opponent's goal. That's not going to be great for him, but PC turns quickly on that one. Gets a touch, a demo on the back line. That forces Stewie to get the boost and the ball, but loses one. Back to Fusion. He's been a threat against the side of Bemidji. Bemidji struggling again to get it out of their half. Fusion down to PC. PC there for it. A double commit is what makes to save that. Renbo back on his own corner. Gets a good touch, but it's right to Bemidji. Stewie to take a shot. Might be in. No, it's going to be saved by the defender.
Now they're starting to heat up a little bit on the offense. For that touch, it's going to allow Trash to follow it up. A little bit more connections that are being made by Bemidji. And that one, excellent. Finding the backboard. Stewie able to read that play and end up putting it in the net. Just past Renbu, who was a little awkward on the back line. And that shot is going to put Bemidji in the lead now. Looking to secure game one after a slow start.
Great pass coming out from PC, and I have to agree. Gets a double off the wall, gets it to his teammate as well. A miss on the back line, but doesn't matter. That's still going to count. They're not going to complain at all. They do have the lead with 40 seconds to go. Looking to get another one here. Down off the ceiling. PC gets a 50. Renbo Renbo waiting patiently on the back line. He's going to have to make a hit here. Over downfield, Fusion Bleach maybe there first, not able to. Stewie off the wall, over to DeCarlo, maybe trying to make it 3. Trash has boost to work with, has a lot of space as well. Tries to pass to his teammate, bounces 1, gets another touchdown to Fusion. It's going to be saved away. He has to do something now. 15 seconds left on the clock. Fusion over to PC. No, PC will take over. Over to the corner, gets the boost. All the important corner boost. Trash gets a touch. They need something now. 5 seconds left. Stewie able to bang it out. Renbo there. Needs another touch. Stewie to take a 50. That's down 0 seconds. They need to keep it up. Over to PC. He gets it a little touch, but it's going to drop eventually. And Lumberjacks started slow, but able to recover.
Absolutely. I mean, coming out, scoring 2 goals after the Atlas go up by 1 early in the game. And, I mean, they really made good use of that full time that they had with the just over 4 minutes that they had to work with. And Lumberjacks, I mean, really securing their goal scoring opportunities with their 4 shots. They've scored twice. And, respectively, Atlas with their 8 have scored only once. So maybe we can see a little bit of a change in shooting percentage in this next game. Maybe Atlas can find a little bit better passes. But, I mean, it wasn't that clean of a victory for Lumberjacks, if I'm being honest.
No, not at all. It looked shaky, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a few double commits coming out, especially near the end, where they were panicking on defense a little bit to get the ball out. But in the end, it does work out for them. And we'll be looking at going to game 2 with the Lumberjacks taking the lead in the series.
Yeah, Lumberjacks with the lead, and sorry, if I take a second to keep talking, I'm handling the stream as well, so I'm trying to do both at once, but Renbo and Stewie on that kickoff. DeCarlo getting sent up to the ceiling, not able to get a touch on it. It's going to be bumped away. That's a great shot from Renbo. Pass from PC. McD, of course. Him trying to pass it again, gets it out to 1, and the defender reads that as well. Fusion Bleach not able to get any kind of touch on it.
And those infield passes have been critical for Atlas. As we saw in game 1, there are so many opportunities that, I mean, Bemidji have just been able to shut down kind of, and a great 50 coming out from Trash, and they're going to now take the lead.
Less than 30 seconds. A 50 goes top left corner, actually hits the area between the post and the bar as well, so a close one to be sure, but that's going to go in. And like the one last game, they're not going to complain about that either. 30 seconds in, it's going to be 1-0 for the Lumberjacks. That could be awkward for them. Gets sent downfield. Fusion to take a shot. Stewie able to make the save, even with a bump threat on his back. PC over to the side, not much boost to work with. And I'm noticing more and more that Atlas are being pressed in their own half and are getting their boost stolen. Lumberjacks doing such a great job of keeping their pressure.
PC McD trying to put upfield. Can't quite, so Renbo is going to have to work with it on the backboard. Trying to keep control, can't quite, and loses it to DeCarlo. He gets a pretty solid 50 now, baiting at the last player. DeCarlo's going to have to head back as Bemidji look to try to reset something up. Atlas, though, starting to heat up here later into game 2. Fusion Bleach gets bumped off the ball, and that 50 is going to go in favor of the Bemidji Lumberjacks.
Trash so fast to that, not able to get it down. The defender gets a touch as well. PC, Renbo, a double commit on the backside. Fusion Bleach has to get that touch. That's a triple commit. DeCarlo to finish. It's off the post. All 3 players from Bemidji there, but eventually they get it in the goal.
And this is just really unfortunate that the 50 went so poorly. I mean, it bounced straight off the ceiling, straight down, which is really bad for Renbo, who was pushing up, expecting it to go upfield. And now down 2 goals, looking more like a do-or-die situation. You don't really want to go down and face the reverse sweep idea, as Atlas will have to do if they lose this game. That touch is tapped away, but the PC shot isn't hard to deal with, so Stewie sends it downfield, trying to take a shot, but instead Fusion Bleach is there. This pass towards middle, uncontested though, so the ball will still stay in control of the Bemidji Lumberjacks.
Scary moment for Renbo there. Had to get it across his goal. A little bit too close to it. Trash on the ceiling, able to get a pass. Stewie goes missing. Carlo flat-footed, not going to be able to get there either. PC off the corner, off the post. Renbo there, takes a 50. It's going to be off to the side. PC with a demo. PC, I think, maybe looking more for that physical play, trying to shut down the Lumberjacks, erase their players from the field. Sometimes that's the only way to score on them, is just to demo them, that physical play, getting in their face. Stewie goes missing.
Oh.
That could have been a goal. PC off the crossbar. A missed opportunity for the Atlas. And as I said,
and Bleach.
They made up for it. They made up for it.
Yeah, they made up for it. Sneaking it under the goalpost after this 50 from Rembo. Excellent placement, just out of reach from Stewie. Atlas, the number 3 seed, looking to bring this back against the 1 seed of Bemidji Lumberjacks, but with 2 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock, there's going to be a lot of things they need to change in order to tie this series back up. Trash, setting it high, looking for a double, but plenty of players there from Atlas to cover for it. Now in the corner, PC trying to find a teammate, but once again, Stewie shutting down that pass that we've seen Atlas try to use so often.
Fusion awkward on that one, not able to get the touch. Renbo is challenged by Trash. A lot of pressure on Mankato right now. If Minji put in another one, could just be lights out for this Mankato team, but PC with 60 boosts to use off the wall, not able to get a good air dribble. That's going to be easy for Trash to pick up. Getting it past 2, getting it past another one almost. Fusion Bleach pre-flip into the corner, trying to get a middle for his teammate. A nice flick, but easy enough for Trash to just send it all the way back downfield.
And now Rembo trying to find Fusion Bleach on the wall. It can't quite turn fast enough to get there. So Trash is going to pick the ball up, sending it to DeCarlo, who fakes the high touch. And it goes under Rembo, who pre-jumped on the backboard, and the demo on the back line secures that goal.
And who knows if that was on purpose or not, if that was intentional. But hey, if it was, all props to you, man. That was pretty awesome. It's going to put them up 3-1 in this game either way. And like you said before, Atlas, if they lose this, they're going to have to reverse sweep to take a win from this series. So 2 goals to score in less than a minute. It's a tough call.
Fusion can't quite get anything on the corner, so Stewie instead leads the first teammate Trash up to the backboard. And DeCarlo still waiting in the midfield, hoping to get a pick, but now demoed. Rembo, a solo play opportunity that gets pinched off of them towards net, but Fusion Bleach rushes back just in time. Now Trash looking to create something towards the middle, but PC McD shutting that one down. Now this touch high, but Rembo sending it back the other way into the corner. DeCarlo all over that one. Now Rembo looking for an infield pass, gets it past one, fakes out the other, and PC McD brings it back within 1.
And an awkward touch from DeCarlo just puts it over to the corner, and Renbo so fast to that, so aware, and gets that pass. 13 seconds left, Quesadilla. 1 goal, 13 seconds. That's all they have. That's all they're going to have. This is their chance right now. Renbo off the kickoff, trying to get it downfield. PC to take a shot. It's going to be off. Trash misses. Stewie over to the corner. Can he get another touch on it to keep it off? 5 boosts left. 2 seconds left. They need to keep it up here. They need to not let it bounce on the ground. Renbo up over to the wall. Trash trying to get a touch. 50 with PC. DeCarlo trying to get it down. That nobody's going to be there. Lumberjacks take game 2.
And a much cleaner game, I'd say, than game 1. Not so many double commits, and Lumberjacks had so much more offensive pressure. As you can see, the shots reflecting that with their now 7 shots for the Lumberjacks. And I mean, Atlas, they definitely put up a fight, especially near the end of that game. But it was too little too late. And they're going to have to approach game 3 looking at a 2-game deficit. And potentially a reverse sweep from the Mankato Atlas.
Yeah, Atlas, don't count them out yet. Maybe as the viewer, maybe you're looking at this saying Lumberjacks so strong. 2-0 up in this series. I promise, don't count out Atlas. They're a great team. They made it through playoffs. That is such a hard tournament to get through. It's stressful. It's a lot on the line to get to land, to that live event that everybody wants to play at. So don't count them out. The series is not even close to over, but They do need to take this next game if they want to keep their series going. Otherwise, Lumberjacks will take this one in a sweep. But here we are in Game 3.
Game 3 indeed. And Bemidji Lumberjacks on match point, looking to take it in 3. It'll be huge for their game differential, but that's, I mean, when you're in the situation just looking to get a good seed for LAN, game differential isn't really the most important thing, but Trash is going to open up the scoring line early here after the backward pass from DeCarlo.
And those backboard passes, they're so effective, you know, at the pro level. You see people purposely missing, you know, they'll hit it around the goal, off the crossbar, off the post. It doesn't matter because any shot straight at the goal is going to be saved. And you can see how effective it is right there. If you can get that double on it, or someone else following up, it's so deadly. 15 seconds, and they already have a goal in this one. Trash wanting to get the #1 seed for the LAN as well, not just for the season. But Trash maybe making another one.
Whoa.
Top right bins from the other side of the field.
A perfect redirect coming out from Trash, and the pass from DeCarlo once again. He flipped into that one too to give it extra power as it streaked across the net. 2-0 now with only 25 seconds left, or 25 seconds of the game played already. Trash has been massive already in this third game, and we'll have to see what else he has in store for us.
That awkward touch from Trash himself puts little opportunity for Atlas maybe to get one, but Trash himself is going to clear it out off the corner, gets the demo. Can he finish it off as well with 0 boost? Gets a little help from his teammate.
Yeah, Trash has just been beating out the defense here with both his shots and his outplays there in the demo, especially leading to that goal. 3-0, and Atlas, they have quite the mountain to climb now. If they want a chance at the series, they'll have to bring this game back and then look at reverse sweeping. But one goal at a time.
Okay, so there's a mountain in this game, and there's an even bigger mountain on top of that representing the series. I mean, I said don't count them out, but 3-0, 1 minute, that's a hard lead to get off. But you have all the time in the world, so, you know, get to work. And Renbo trying to get it to work, that's going to be off the post. Great clear from them. Stewie, PC smartly waiting for this one. Gets a touch on it. He could have been outplayed there, but not able to. Stewie over to Trash, maybe a touch. Trash gets blocked by Fusion. It's going to stay 3-0 for now.
DeCarlo trying to get a dump pass, but instead it goes toward the backward. Trash up quick to clear it away. A bit of a double commit, which was a little bit showing of the first game. But so far, nothing too bad has happened from it. No really critical attempts at net from Atlas. And now Stewie looking to shut this one down. A side pass. No one's going to commit for it, but Fusion misses the touch initially, so passes it back to Rembo. Rembo tries to go under one, but Stewie back just in case. And Atlas, a back pass might end up to be an old goal, but Fusion does get back just in time, and the scoreline remains 3-0.
That's not a good look. Atlas, their play looks so much slower than before, as Fusion maybe getting a flick in the Mantis as well. Stewie able to get that one. And yeah, Mankato, they look so slow. They've been getting boost start by Bemidji. Bemidji moving so fast around the field, passing to each other. A double commit from Stewie and DeCarlo. Maybe this is a chance for Mankato go the other way. Fusion recognizing that, but gets bumped. Renbo to clear it all the way downfield. Fusion maybe there first. No, Trash beats him out. And Trash has been consistently the best player on the squad all season. Proving it here. He's fast to the ball. He's the first to the ball every single time.
Like I said, he's been this key player for this Bemidji Lumberjacks roster. Just his speed alone has been able to turn heads. You know, Rembo trying to turn it upfield for his teammate. The pass is a little awkward, so Fusion's going to have to take a less than traditional approach to this. And that clear downfield is going to leave the net open to Carlo, touching it in 4-0. And with 2 minutes left, Atlas, it's not looking great.
Oh, you're right. That does not look great at all. Triple commit. PC going as third, and can you blame them? 2 minutes left. They were down 3-0. Not really, but not a great situation to be in for sure. 4-0. They have a lot to do. They have it all to do, to be honest. Stewie getting a 50 on that, and every second that Lumberjacks waste off this clock is just better for them, because that means less and less time for Mankato, but Fusion not able to get a good shot off. And Mankato haven't, I don't know if you'd agree, but they haven't looked threatening on the goal in quite a while.
No, I totally agree with that. They really haven't been able to create really strong opportunities. They've been able to get players in the position to pass, but none to shoot so far. And the Bemidji Lumberjacks, they've been looking really good in shutting down those plays that could have happened. So yeah, nothing really too scary to look at from the Lumberjacks' point of view. Trash looking for a double tap towards the corner, just pops it up instead. As we followed up by 2 Atlas players. Now DeCarlo looking to get a 50, gets 1, but doesn't quite get the touch he wanted past PC. And a little bit of midfield play, but with a minute left, that is not what Atlas is wanting to have. They want to get that ball onto the offense as fast as possible. That pinch will do it. PC is up quick, trying to touch it towards the middle, but cleared away once again by DeCarlo.
It just seems like no matter what Atlas do, Lumberjacks have the answers. They just have the answer. They know what to do in every situation, and just their freestyles, their touches are far superior to the Atlas. Maybe Atlas, getting one here, it's going to be off, a save from Trash as well. Not only making a huge impact on defense, but offense as well. Trash there. It might be an open net, just one defender back. Maybe Stewie going for the demo. He does. That's going to roll in for Trash. 5 goals for Bemidji, 11 seconds left.
And they managed to hold the Atlas to 0 goals in this game alone. That's quite impressive. I mean, just letting in 1 would at least give a little bit of showing from Atlas, but so far, nothing to be shown. As Fusion looks to create something, gets it past 1, shot just off target, and Rembo does get one on the board for Atlas. So at least they're not going home without anything.
Yeah, definitely. A goal, it's nice. Being shut out is never nice, but 3 seconds on the clock, 4 goals down. It is impossible, I'm pretty sure, to come back from this one. But yeah, that will be the end of the series. Lumberjacks will sweep in this one as the ball hits 0 seconds. It's going to drop just out. Trash actually keeping it up, maybe going for another play, another goal. Fusion done with the game. DeCarlo off the corner. Stewie in the middle trying to get a demo. It's going to drop down. Lumberjacks, that will confirm 3-0 sweep on the Mankato Atlas. Mankato, they had some good moments, but there were just not nearly enough of them. The Lumberjacks, clearly the superior team. And all congratulations to them, but that is our first match. Any final thoughts before we go to a break?
I mean, one thing that I saw from the Lumberjacks is that they were able to shut down the offense that Atlas has been so well known for in their in the league. And I mean, that's just what has worked for the Lumberjacks, at least in this game, especially game 1 and 2. But Trash really taking it home in game 3. So I really look forward to seeing more of them. And we'll see more of Atlas. I guess. I'm not sure if today, but we'll see more of them in the future, especially at LAN.
I think they're off stream. I can check quick. Yes, they are off stream at 7:30. So we will not be seeing any more of them tonight. But next weekend, we will be our LAN event, our live event, Saturday and Sunday. That's the 10th and the 11th of December. Be there. Tickets on sale now in Minnesota, so it's going to be great. Yeah, be there if you can. It's going to be pretty awesome. But that is the end of our second series, so we're going to take it to a short break. Probably, actually, maybe a bit more than a short break. We're a little ahead of schedule, so maybe about 15 minutes. Maybe grab a snack, get a drink, something like that, and come back. Make sure you're back for the second series.
Nice guys!
Oh, no way!
Everyone against Jin going. Still got some spots to play with your thunder. Peeks out.
Oh, boy, this young Link is looking good for Sully Pump.
Neck and neck right now. Rogers, though, groove.
Our top two Washington players here coming in for sweep. Oh, no. Take that back. We have
Our players from Rogers. Wow.
All units, stand by to engage enemy targets. Mission accomplished. Well done.
Love began when I was sober. Now I stumble in a room where nobody else cares. Now I'm in two minds thinking about you. I'm in two minds thinking whether I'm too kind to give you all of my truth. I'm in two minds thinking. Now I'm in two minds thinking about you. I'm in two minds thinking whether I'm too kind to give you all of my truth. I'm in two minds thinking. We've been knocked down way too many times, and now my tries deja vu round, spinning me into another lost time. Tell me where this road will end before I drive over the edge. Give me one break to recover myself, because I can't bear. Now I'm in two minds thinking about you. I'm in two minds thinking whether I'm too kind to give you all of my truth. I'm in two minds thinking. Now I'm in two minds thinking about you. I'm in two minds thinking whether I'm too kind to give you all of my truth. I'm in two minds thinking.
Did we take it too far to say that we cannot pretend now? Was it never enough to have just everything you want? In your shadow I found a place to hide me from my own thoughts. And if I ever got lost, you find a way to bring me home. And I want something I can hold, that's worth this waiting cold. And I want something that Time runs me over, and I burn some thicker skin. Learn to be skeptical of those with good intention. Why is it hard to love without hurting anyone? Are we still young? Are we still young? Are we still
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the second Challenger match in group stages for tonight. Especially our second match on stream, as it'll be our last and only match, or second match for the night. I am joined by Stera.
Hi. This is going to be a very good matchup. These two teams did very well, especially towards the end of the regular season, and I am excited to see how they match up. Rochester ended 10-6, while the Miracles ended 9-7. But the majority of their losses came early in the season before the final roster took shape. And so this is going to be a very competitive match. Yeah, Quesadilla, anybody you got your eye on?
I mean, both of these teams are very good. I mean, like you said, Miracles have kind of solidified their roster fairly recently, or I guess in the more recent half of the season. So I'm sure there are some players to look at, especially Raider. I mean, they're all really good players on both these teams. Lawsy coming up for Rochester. A little bit more on the recent side of things, but he's been performing well for their team. As Slow looks to clear it out now as we get the game on the road. Pixel trying to find Wolf in the corner, trying to send it towards middle, but Lawsy all over that one. Pixel, an awkward clear is going to force a player to commit, but Raider back in time to keep the ball out of their net.
Wolf collecting off the back wall. Slow with a big clear out, and Raider trying to control in the midfield gets bumped off. Slow just gives it away to Pixel, who has control in the air. 50's Dicey, and nobody really has solid possession here. It's back and forth a little bit, not boom ball necessarily, but just two teams feeling each other out.
Right, I mean, early in game one, that's what we kind of expect to see. Slow taking it up off the wall. Maybe looking for a pass instead to take the shot. But Pixel back in time to clear it aside. And Wolf getting beat out there by Dicey. And Raiders cleared downfield. It's going to be met with Wolf, but that shot turned away by Lazi, who tries to take a bit of control, but ends up getting bumped off the ball. Now the ball onto the backboard of Rochester Rhythm. They're going to have to look to clear it out. But this team has been a very defensive-minded team, so no panicking just be seen. That 50 not quite on target, but Dicey clears it off to the corner. And Slow just lets that one fall in. Pixel is the first one to secure a goal for this game.
That was good placement by Pixel, but I think Slow was maybe just a little bit too far forward out of the goal there and was caught a little bit out of position. Not sure why he didn't jump. Maybe he just knew that he couldn't get to it.
And now trying to take it out of their own corner. Rochester looking to create a bit more of a scoring opportunity here, now being at a 1-goal deficit. Dicey sending it towards middle. Slow is able to beat out one. That ball is going to bounce off the backboard and cleared away by Wolf. Lazi just taking a direct shot on target, does end up getting the demo. But Wolf with the ball is going to look to take it all the way. But Dicey up in the air to intercept. And now Pixel to intercept. Lazi looking to beat out Raider. Raider does beat him out. So Wolf is going to have a free touch, but ends up leaving it for Slow. Now Lazi, a redirect opportunity, shot off target. Dicey shot, touchdown, and Pixel is going to end up clearing it just out of reach. And a little bit of miscommunication coming out from Dicey and Slow, so Rochester might have to retreat back to defense a little bit. But instead, Slow trying to create more pressure for them as the time ticks down. 2 minutes left on the clock for Rochester to get back in this game.
Yeah, the Miracles have had a stalwart defense. The Rochester has been trying different things from demos to pass plays, solo plays, just trying to get something in the net, even as they almost get one in there and Pixel saves it out. But this Minneapolis squad is just finding a way to keep it out of the net. And with a 1-goal lead and a minute and a half left to go, that might be all they need to do in order to secure game one.
And that was starting to get a little bit more creative there. Slow almost finding the back of the net, but instead the counterattack coming out from the Miracles has kind of been shut down by that save from Lazi. A little bit of awkward play here, letting the ball float in the middle. Does eventually get challenged, and Rochester come out on top there. But I'd like to see a little bit more creativity coming out from them, especially on the shooting side of things. Most of the time we just see a random pop shot towards net, which would often be dealt with easily by Minneapolis. But now Lazi looking for the redirect, but Pixel all over that one. And Wolf able to get it past Slow. And now the counterattack, Dicey accidentally sends it on target, and Pixel credited with the goal.
Yeah, I mean, the Miracles are really doing a good job of getting those out plays, transitioning from defense into midfield. It's been a little tough on defense, as it is still, I would consider, a low-scoring game. But they have been very, very good at making sure that even if they're locked on their half, they are clearing it out and getting it past a player or two and forcing Rochester to expend boost and securing themselves good positions on defense and making sure that they're able to continue defending until a chance for a counterattack opens up.
I definitely agree with the idea that they've been positioning themselves really well on both sides of the pitch, offense and defense, as Wolf puts in one and the third for Minneapolis. And I mean, I'd really like to see a little bit more, I don't know, communication maybe from the Rhythm side. Now that they're down 3-0 in game 1, they're going to have to change up a lot going to game 2. 12 seconds left on the clock. The dagger's already been placed into Rochester's heart, but almost looking to push it even further. But now the clock hits 0. All that we need is the ball to touch the ground, and there it is. Minneapolis Miracles take game 1 in a pretty flawless fashion.
Yeah, there was definitely some close calls on defense. The Rhythm almost put one in, but they couldn't find a way to put it in. You mentioned earlier that they're just throwing shots on net, but they're basic shots. Even if it was a good setup, the shot, the final finish just wasn't there. It was pretty basic, easy to read. There was multiple saves that the Miracles had where they just pre-jumped and were floating in net, and the Rhythm just shot it right into their car. So I think the Rhythm needs to really work on their placement. And I don't think it's something that's like, oh, they have bad placement and they need to get better at placing their shots. I think they can place their shots, but I think they need to be intentional about looking where they're shooting at the time. Because we know it's fast paced, but these guys all have the ability to make those little adjustments in a split second period of time. So that's what I want to see from the Rhythm.
Yeah, going off of what you just said, I think if we can see Rhythm maybe utilize the first and second man players a little bit more. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of just times where the first two commit, and then the third player has to decide what to do with the ball. And generally, I've seen them just kind of shoot it at net, just trying to create some sort of pressure. But if we can see them start to build another play off of that, maybe finding a rotating teammate or something, they might have a little bit more sustained offense. But we'll have to see if they make the changes necessary here in Game 2 to maybe bring the series back to a tied series. Slow, looking to get it across. He does, but Pixel, the only one there to intercept. Touching it back towards the corner. Now Wolf trying to take a shot. Just misses the ball. But now 2 commit for Rhythm. But luckily, Dicey, uncontested, gets the clear. And Slow trying to find it towards the middle for Lazi. But once again, shut down by the Miracles, and their defense has been looking really strong so far in this game, number 2. Another pass play. Slow not able to get there, but Dicey back just in case. Now Slow, low on boost, just trying to buy time. He does fake out one, allowing Lazi to challenge. And Dicey can't quite get the clear, so Lazi follows through.
Miracles, you can tell, just especially in that opening minute, you could just like see that they were communicating so well. Just passing back and forth to each other, taking time when they have time in, otherwise dangerous situations. And I think the Miracles are doing very well at communicating everything they're doing with each other and executing on that.
Yeah, so far no goals yet in this game, but definitely Miracles look to be in control, and no really good opportunities or looks at net from Rochester. Slow just ends up touching the ball away, and Wolf able to get that clear. Lazi trying to create something else, but once again, Wolf, all over that ball. And Pixel now playing the ball to Raider. He does get blocked by Slow. Wolf is up a little bit faster and gets a better 50 there. And a bump on net is going to leave it wide open. Pixel does get it in the bottom right, and that is the first goal of Game 2 going towards the Miracles.
The Miracles have done this again and again. This is like their playbook, is they go for a 50 in midfield or their offensive half, and then they go and they get a bump or a demo on somebody, and eventually that opens the Rhythm up, and they end up with nobody in front of goal just through attrition. And Rochester need to find a way to start dodging those bumps in demos, because honestly, it's got to be somewhat predictable at this point. Miracles just keep going for it.
I mean, even if it's predictable, it can be challenging, especially when you've been shut down on your own half for so long. Those boost steals start to really hurt. And, I mean, especially as a team that plays based off of demos, it can be nearly impossible to bring it back. That clear downfield, is Wolf able to get there? No. He opts to try to put it center. But the Rhythm get back in time to try to clear it out. And Dicey's touch into the corner is going to get beat out by Pixel. But Lazi going to have a free challenge. He knows this, takes his time, but can't quite beat out Pixel, who is coming up quick. Now, a little bit of a dump pass shut down by Raider, so Slow is going to have to touch it to the side. And 1-0. Rochester Rhythm still unable to score a goal in this series, as the Miracles keep on putting on pressure. The shots coming through consistently from them now.
The Miracles have been like almost flawless in their positioning there, as Pixel will put another one away, making it 2-0 with 1:06 remaining. And the Miracles have just been in the right place at the right time, and it's been great to watch, honestly. It looks smooth. It doesn't look like they're throwing themselves haphazardly at the ball. Everything looks like they're taking their time and really intentionally positioning themselves, making very intentional touches on the ball. And this is going to be a really hard squad for the Rhythm to beat in their current form.
It's nothing flashy, but it's just extreme consistency and positioning. I'd say a positioning masterclass from them so far. Dicey touch across the middle, but just off the post, throws off Lazi, who was expecting it to be wide. Now rushing back, Rochester once again on defense. Dicey's touch does go upfield and is able to get a second one, but two Miracles players there lying in wait. Slow trying to make something happen in the corner, but once again the ball gets too far out of reach. Wolf turning it upfield. Time ticks down, and potentially the last opportunity here. Just 1 second on the 0 seconds on the clock. Slow is going to turn this. If the ball touches, it's game over, and there it is. Miracles take game 2 and secure match point.
I think Rochester's best look in this series, or the best chance, was right at the end there before the ball hit the ground. I thought Slow would actually put it in, but unfortunately time was against them. So the Miracles are looking great. I guess in that last couple seconds there was a couple double commits where Pixel and Wolf were in the same corner, and they just kept going for the same ball, and it almost cost them a goal, but didn't yet. So if they keep up that that positioning and communication, is there anything the Rhythm can do to beat them?
I'm not sure. It's quite the difficult challenge that they have to approach here. A reverse sweep potentially is what Rhythm is going to have to look at if they want to take this game. But I mean, Stereo, you must be elated about how the Miracles have been doing so far. I mean, they've played so consistently, and given that you're their GM, I mean, I'm sure you're super excited about this.
Yeah, no, I think they're doing very well, and I'm very happy to see it. Generally, they have a pretty good base level of play, but occasionally they will, as they have described it to me, accidentally throw, which I don't really understand how that happens, but that's always my worry. I'm very confident in the team, except for occasionally they will accidentally throw, which does not appear to be the case at all here. And you know, the longer they are together as a team, just the better they are on that base level. As that one goes over Slow's head, and Pixel will score 30 seconds into the game. 1-0 Miracles.
Yeah, it sounds like that the only chance for for Rochester now is for Miracles to accidentally throw. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Miracles already leading in this game, which is really scary to see. As it's a little bit earlier of a scoring line for them. Raider taking a shot towards target, but once again, Lozzie back to try to clear. Oh, a great pass from Dicey to find Lozzie, and with Rochester, they score their first goal of the series.
That was a beautiful pass play from Dicey onto the hood of Lozzie. An excellent placement to that top right corner. That was a great play. That is what Rochester needs to do. Love to see more of it.
Now maybe they'll be able to find each other a little bit more, as I see we can see a switch off of, I think it was the Cyclone, is now playing on the Octane. Lozzie opting to leave this one for Slow, who is now in the Fennec. I don't think he was in the Fennec last game, so that is another car change that we're seeing from them. Pixel trying to get past Dicey, but can't get it quite. And Slow opting to leave this one, let Raider play it away. Dicey almost putting up another own goal for himself in this series, but instead Slow is able to get back just in time. And a 50 here from Raider might start things. Oh, and the demo on the back line forces the last player to jump, and Pixel sneaks it just past him.
Yep, and this is the Minneapolis playbook. Go for the touch. He got the touch, got the 50. He went through, and he got the bump on Lozzie. And they've been so good at making sure that they get those bumps and demos on the rotation out. And that's really frustrating for the Rhythm.
Now Slow up, trying to make something happen, try to bring Rhythm back into this game. I mean, they've scored at least once before in this series. They could try to do it again. Slow up quick for this, touching it high off the backboard. Raider opts to take it slow. Trying to get a 50 in the corner, but can't quite, but that bounce is favorable for them. But now Dicey setting it upfield, can't quite find a teammate. And Raider not able to clear that away, but now Pixel looking to turn it the other way. Touches it high, might be looking for another touch, but Slow up fast for that. And with 2 minutes and 30 seconds now on the clock, there's still plenty of time for either team to break away into this game.
Yeah, I've started noticing that the Rhythms seem just a little bit too far off the ball. They're a little bit too far away to receive the passes. They're a little bit too hesitant to turn and challenge in the midfield or to go after a ball that's going into empty space, as this might be an open net. Wolf passed down to Pixel, and that makes it 3-1, just over 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah, and a great way for Wolf. I mean, he did miss the boost in the corner, but able to follow through on the play still, even without it. Is, I mean, really a heads-up play if you think about it. Able to know that his teammate was there waiting for that touch, and knowing that they're able to beat out Slow. And now looking to make another pass towards the middle. Unfortunately, no one there from the Miracles to receive it. And Slow trying to find Dicey, but can't quite get a strong enough touch on it. And Rochester's been playing so much defense so far, and especially in this game. The Raider trying to create more offensive pressure, but now Pixel decided not to go for that ball. We'll let it be cleared downfield, and Slow a shot just across net, beating out the last man. He's going to bring it in within one.
That was a good shot, and again, another pass play. I believe it was cleared out from Lozzie, and it seems like Rochester can score if they just find each other, but they're really, so far their issues have been actually getting that pass to connect to that second player. And it looks like maybe they're heating up a little bit, so this match is far from over. Just a 1-goal deficit for the Rhythm with over a minute left to go, so definitely could see them score a few more goals here.
Now Lozzie trying to create some more space on his own, but without a teammate is not able to do much about that. Dicey now touching it high, allowing Pixel to go for it, and Raider beating out Slow. Now Lazi, last man back for Rochester. 50 isn't favorable, but a great touch from Dicey will allow for a clear and a shot, but Raider back in net, rotating just in time, is able to keep that ball out and keep the lead for the Miracles. And now Slow looking to find Lazi in the midfield, but another 50 coming out from Raider, and they are still remaining on offense with 30 seconds left. Rochester need to get an offense started now. Pixel touching it to the corner. Dicey can't quite turn and allows Lazi to go for it, but that touch high and a double commit. Wolf is going to have a free touch and potentially a double tap shot just off target. Pixel looking to put another one in. 8 seconds left. It's do or die for Rochester. Ball to Slow. Back to Lazi. Touched high but far, and Raider can't just let that one drop, but he doesn't. Slow's touch. Not able to do much about it. Dicey back to the corner. Lazi's going to not be able to beat the ball, and Miracles end up taking the series in 3 games.
And that was a dominant performance, I'd say, from the Miracles. Rhythm started to come back a little bit in that last game, but I think the Miracles, they were very solid and very consistent throughout that entire series, and the Rhythm just couldn't figure out how to break it, at least not in time.
They definitely came to play, and Miracles now go up 1-0 in their group stage, which is 5 points for a victory. And the Rochester Rhythm will unfortunately fall to 0-1 in their record. But all these teams making land, so we'll get to see more of them in the future and potentially in future group stages next week. So that will be it for us in this series, and that will be it for us on the stream tonight. Thank you to everyone who's attended, and thank you, Stera, for joining me for this cast.
Thank you.